Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to install SQL Server Data Tools. What is SQL Server Data Tools? SQL Server Data Tools is a modern development tool for building SQL Server relational databases, Azure SQL databases, analysis services, data models, integration services packages, and reporting services. With SQL Server Data Tools, you can design and deploy any SQL Server content type. There is no SQL Server Data Tools standalone installer for Visual Studio 2019. If you already have Visual Studio 2019 installed on your computer, you can edit the list of workloads to include the SQL Server Data Tools. To begin, I'm going to launch the Visual Studio installer. So I go to my Start menu and then I look for the Visual Studio installer. So this is my Visual Studio installer. I'm going to click to launch it. To edit the list of workloads to include SQL Server Data Tools, I'm going to click on the Modify button here and wait for that to launch. Next, I'm going to add a workload, and the SQL Server Data Tools is under the Data Storage and Processing workload. So I'm going to click to check that, and if we look on the right here under installation details, we can see all the components of this workload. So we have SQL Server Data Tools checked, we have Azure Data Lake and Stream Data Tools. So if you don't want the other two options, you can uncheck them, but I'm going to leave them checked. The total space required for this installation is 1.25 gigabyte. So make sure you have enough disk space. To begin the installation, you have an option to install while downloading or to download all then install. If you've got a slow internet connection, you can select this option to download all then install. If your internet connection is fairly okay, you can click on install while downloading. So I'm going to click on install while downloading, which is the default, and click on the Modify button. The installer has completed. SQL Server Data Tools has now been added to Visual Studio as a workload. So if we look here in the installer, I've got 3 workloads. The first one is ASP.NET, second one is .NET, and then we've got the data storage and processing that is also checked. So that indicates that it has been added to the workload. So SQL Server Data Tools, you can use that to create, to edit, to design, and to deploy any SQL Server relational databases with easy to use development tools. With the data storage and processing workload now installed, you can connect, develop, and test data solutions with SQL Server, Azure Data Lake, or Hadoop. So that is it for this video on installing SQL Server Data Tools.